Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Weather's starting to get a bit colder, but playoff hopes burning bright as ever for most of our teams as we get underway here in Week 12. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Time to shine, fellas. 18 back. Let me see some points up there. Come on, let him on this play.
Throwing to start this game. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense in the hurry up here. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's brought down for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is. But after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Trying to throw here out of the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Giants are set to punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. Surprisingly had to punt 5 times in last week's win. And he sends this away. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it's going to be Vikings football. Markers reset. Ball at the 37. They send the tight end in motion. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
2nd down carry for Jones. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. This one goes for 3 yards. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Minnesota spends its second time out here. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Jones once more. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Second down now, 7 to go. Staying on the ground with Jones. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
A humble 5-6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Just 2 to go. Jones trying the left side. Jukes one defender. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26. They'll run on first down with Dobbins. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
First and 10, here's Jones. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Counterplay, Jones. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jones gets it. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, and that leaves him with 4th and 4. So the Vikings sending out the field goal team here. A very short kick here from the right hash. Smith able to put it through. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Here's Carter on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Big gain downfield. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Giants pull ahead 6-3 in the first. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
You know, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Gano ready to send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. This is Alvin Kamara with it. And he's brought down after a short gain. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Neither side separating much so far. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They've got 3rd and 2 to start out. They'll stick with Chandler. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Here we go with Dobbins. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. We'll run the counter with Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. They're set up at the 35 now. First down, and they go right back to him. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Now a give to Chandler, running right. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So the Vikings sending out the field goal team here. This a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Evans now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. A lot of grass ahead. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Giants' 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They go right back to Tracy. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Tracy once more. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
And the Giants' 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. He breaks the tackle. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Giants in possession. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. from the 34. Throwing deep towards the end zone. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up. Trying to find his tight end. And now they need to get 4 on third down. Now the Vikings use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Quick pass, right side, complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
3 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
From the gun, it's Tracy. He's got the first with room to go inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group. All 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front. Receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
Gano ready to send this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. McCarthy to throw it. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Terrific zone coverage. Wallpaper sideline to sideline. QB's got 2 options. Wait for a hole to open or tuck it to run. He chose the former, but the pass rush showed up before any throwing lane did.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. They give up the gut to Chandler. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. It's a 3-yard gain for him. That leaves 3rd and 14 now.
You know, the defenses in the league today, they have to be so reactive. They have to be so twitchy. But this was a good job by that front. Yeah, they reacted initially, but then they showed the burst, the quickness of pursuit defensively to limit that counter gain to less than 5.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. On 3rd and long, it's McCarthy. Quick slant to Hawkinson. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And that one comes down at the 2 before bouncing into the end zone for a touchback. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. They go play action on first. Neighbors with a catch. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First and 10 from the 41. Back to throw it. To the sideline and secured by London. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Throwing from the gun. He throws a bullet to the center. He's got it deep downfield. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Gano for the PAT. And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Gano ready to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And this one doesn't go far. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. He rolls to his right. Has his man. It's Addison. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
That's incomplete left side.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Second down carry for Jones. The lateral goes haywire. Fumble. And it's picked out by the Giants.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
From the 31. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
Yeah.
And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
From the gun on 3rd down. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. They'll come up 1st and 10. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Working quickly here.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
That one's out and cut on the right side. And this one does not go far.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
The kick by Gonzalez is good. And it's a 3-score game now, an 18-point lead.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Completed right side to Addison. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. The sideline shot snagged by Sutton. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
Second down now, 7 to go. Running left, it's Dobbins. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? On play action now, McCarthy. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
2nd and 10, McCarthy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Giants take over on his 5th interception of the season. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. Space on the right, and he's got room. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
A handoff to Tracy. And he gets up for a gain of about 4. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it's 3rd down. Tough to blame him for that drop, Rock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. So the Giants now going to call on their field goal unit. This from 28 yards away. The kick by Gonzalez is good. And that stretches the lead to 21.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30.
No score, Pete.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. McCarthy operating from the pistol. He'll get this to Jefferson. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that side.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be third and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He fires one deep down the middle. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down. Looking for the back that time. So that brings up fourth and long.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. McCarthy to throw for it. Finds a seam down the middle. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
Oh, I love fourth downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Now the shotgun give to Chandler. And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Down he goes. The Giants got to him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there's none to be had. No escape route available this time.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Throwing this back in the end zone. And that one's picked off in the end zone, but no, incomplete, folks. He wasn't able to stay in bounds. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up 4th and long. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Now McCarthy. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get...
Brought in inside the 20. Touchdown, New York! The Giants keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Well, as they drive forward to one right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Gano ready to send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
On 3rd and long, it's McCarthy. Has the connection to Hawkinson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Back to the air, McCarthy. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last 2nd attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Flush down out to his left. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Here's Jones. And he can't find the lane before being wrapped up at the line. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants approaching win number 7 on the year. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. They'll go left side with Tracy. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He lets a heater go deep. They connect on the deep shot. And that's a New York touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Gano ends the point after. And the Giants grow their lead yet again. Gano ready to send this away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. McCarthy throwing here. Stays up, but he can't evade that one, and they get him to the ground. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you're on the field.
They're on him again, and he goes down again. The Giants using their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Looking to throw, McCarthy. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. The Vikings getting their punt team out. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Escapes a defender. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. That one in the books is a 48-yard punt. And it'll be Giants football. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. They kick the running back in motion. Wow, they're going to pass it here. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. And they bring him down around the 34. So here at MetLife, it's the G-Men who come away with the win. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their 4th victory in a row.